Mm, well, this has taken a massive twist, hasn't it? I mean, some of you guys actually foreseen this, expected this. I might have, but I thought this was done and dusted because Barcelona just financially didn't have that power to do this. But we are, yeah, we're in a bit of a war at the moment. We're in a bit of a bidding war, and yeah, it's looking a bit tricky at the moment.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The Raphinha news started yesterday with a bang that we've got agreement with Leeds done and dusted. We're going to be producing the personal terms agreement with Raphinha, and earlier on today, UK time, the personal terms were sent, and it seemed like it was going to be all okay from Raphinha's side, but in the last probably 6 7 hours or so, this has taken a massive twist. Deco has been spending his time at Barcelona today, meeting with their officials, directors, and whatnot. And it seems like he's just wondering what Barcelona's situation is with the economic levers. Barcelona could get an injection of quite a lot of money, and they're still interested. They're still very much in the hunt for this particular player. Now, look, before we get into the whole news, what's going down, this is how the picture is at the moment. Rafinha was a particular player that Barcelona liked for a while, well back earlier on this year, around January, and even prior to that. Deco's his agent. Deco has strong history with Barcelona. Obviously, he was a player for Chelsea, but he's got stronger ties with Barcelona, let's be honest. Chelsea have been interested in Raphinha for a long time as well, since the start of this year. We all know the links were there. But the key factor here is the player always wanted Barcelona. He's been holding out for Barcelona. He's always wanted to go there, and that's been the case since the get go. And the personal terms with Barcelona was already agreed. I don't know how they would have, provided those personal terms, knowing that they were in such a financial mess at that point. But it is what it is. But as the season progressed, and now here we are, Barcelona is still waiting on many things, especially their whole situation with the economic levers. But they're already under a lot of pressure with La Liga, with their salary cap, the amount of transfer budget that they're going to get. This economic lever, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get everything done. Do you know what I mean? So they've got players like Christensen, they've got players like Frank Kessié, who they got in free transfer. They still haven't been able to announce them. They're still interested with Lewandowski, heavily interested with Lewandowski, and I don't know how they're going to do that. They are linked with Bernardo Silva. They've recently been linked with Kunde. Koulibaly wants them as well. Dembele situation. I don't know how Barcelona are going to do all of that. And I think because of this, in the last 24 hours or so, there's been a move from Chelsea trying to go hard on this and making sure we wrap this up, because we don't know what's going to happen with Dembele, because Dembele apparently wants to be in Barcelona as well. All these players, they want to be in Barcelona, which is what kind of sucks in this scenario for me heavily. But this is what we've gone in hard. Leeds have accepted our bid because we bid something around 60 to 65 million, which is more than what Arsenal can do, and definitely more than what Barcelona. Apparently, Barcelona's range was about 30 to 35 million euros. So we've far exceeded that. And there's no way, apparently, Barcelona can match what we're doing. Hence, Leeds giving us the green light to talk to the players directly. And in terms of personal agreement, that shouldn't be an issue. We should be able to offer Raphinha whatever Barcelona has offered and even more. So That was what the situation has been because of, I suppose, the uncertainties around Barcelona and also uncertainties around Dembele. If Dembele stays, then I'm pretty sure Raphinha doesn't get an opportunity at Barcelona. So hence why all of that Chelsea movement happened. However, earlier today, apparently Deco, he's still keen on pushing for the Barcelona situation. He's very much keen. Maybe his client Raphinha wants that as well, and they've been doing meetings and trying to figure out ways, with these economic levers, if they can inject some money into their club, and if they have the capacity to match what Leeds wants. Now, this is what it comes down to: can they actually match what we have offered Leeds? And if they do that, what does it mean for all of their other players? So the matter is very complex for Barcelona, and it's a bit of a, and I'll tell you, there's a bit of a twist here, and it's a bit of a three-way sort of situation. If Raphinha gets his chance at Barcelona, Dembele, I don't know how that happens. Dembele would have to leave. Now, Dembele apparently has a couple of options. Either PSG comes for him, or we give him, just a tad more than what Barcelona was offering, because the power should be on us. At the end of the day, Dembele won't have a club to go to. He can either come to us or he can go to PSG. Now, PSG, from what we've known from previously with Luis Campo, saying that their sporting director, saying that they're not interested in Dembele. They're not interested in Dembele. But who knows? Who knows? Something could happen there. But I still think PSG might not be his place. However, having said that, PSG in recent times, and this is the three-way sort of situation, this is where I'm starting to think maybe the Neymar situation could be in the cards. All this time I sort of kept it away, but now with the domino effect of three-way sort of situation that's happening here, I think the Neymar thing could possibly happen, because Luis Campos, he does not want Neymar. Neymar apparently is a bit of a bad apple in that bunch. He doesn't want to stick around, and PSG are apparently said that they're willing to let go of Neymar on a loan and pay his full wages wherever he goes. So if Neymar goes, then they're possibly going to move in for Dembele, and then Neymar's only choice is probably Chelsea Football Club. Knowing what Thiago Silva has said recently in social media as well, in regards to Neymar. So this is what's going on at the moment. Look, the way I look at it, I'm a little bit, annoyed by this situation. I was so getting excited that this guy is going to happen. I was even under the impression that this is probably going to happen by the end of today. Here we go for Raphinha. But at the end of the day, and I was feeling that way because I thought maybe Dembele is going to be sticking around. But now, this is how I look at it. If Raphinha moves to Barcelona, then we should go heavily on Dembele. And for me, Dembele was always the number one selection. He was the number one selection that I wanted. But if that doesn't happen, Neymar. Now, look, no one can disrespect Neymar. He's an absolute charismatic, full of flair player. But obviously, there's question marks in regards to how all of this loan situation is going to work. It would have to be PSG paying for everything. He's a creative monster. There's no doubt about that. Injury, can he stay fit? I know some of you might say with Dembele as well. I guess the same thing. Dembele would be free. Neymar potentially could be free. So from both sides, we may have to just sort of disregard the injury side of things because it's a risk that you're taking for free. Although with Neymar's situation, it's even more free because we're not even paying his wages. It's just like a guy just coming in and playing for us for free, which is crazy. In Dembele's case, obviously you're paying for it. So that's where it sits, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite mad. Let's have a look at what is happening on social media now. Let's go through all of that. Breaking: Deco is talking to Leeds to make Raphinha join Barcelona. I can't believe Deco is doing that, man. I mean, when you've had conversations with Chelsea already about this player, like, just stay true to one party. Unless there's confusion that you're not happy with what Chelsea's offering, you're happy with Chelsea's offering, yet you're still going to Barcelona, which is what's quite annoying. Raphinha's priority is Barcelona. A change in situation is likely. He's always wanted Barcelona, Raphinha. That's what sort of worries me. That is this player long term, going to be an issue for us, where after 2-3 years he'll start saying that, look, I want to go to Barcelona, and then we're in a bit of a mess from that point. Barcelona is coming for a hijack and will try it. Well, there you go. Raphinha is waiting for Barcelona, even though Chelsea and Leeds agreed a fee. Information on Frankie de Jong had an impact. Barcelona are stepping in and will try to bring Raphinha. It's a similar operation to that of Malcolm. Look, that's the other thing, because Man United is getting close to agreeing a fee for Frankie de Jong. So there's going to be some cash injection there, but they've still got to do a lot of other business. Do you know what I mean? What happens with Azpilicueta? What happens with Alonso? As I said already, Christensen, Frank Kessié, Lewandowski. So, that money with Frankie de Jong ain't just going to cut. And they were already in the mud from the beginning. So they need to clear out some of that sort of situation with Frankie de Jong's cash. But of course, with the economic levers and the injection of cash, we don't know exactly where they're going to be. Chelsea are still hoping to sign Raphinha. Barcelona's hijack is relying on a fast cash injection. Chelsea have broadly agreed personal terms on a 5-year contract worth $115,000 a week. I was so ecstatic when this news sort of dropped earlier this morning. $115,000 a week. I'm loving the sound of that wage structure from point of view. We should be very much alert and concerned about how much we pay players, not to overpay. At the same time, not to sort of lowball them either. But that particular amount, 115K, was very nice. And you sort of make it a incentivized situation that if you play well, we're looking to improving your contract and your wages. So 115, I was very excited, man. That's like lower than some of the players that we have right now. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is more than that, which is quite mad. At the moment, there's quite a lot of players that are more than 115 million. Chelsea is in a hurry to close the agreement with Raphinha. Hence, they have presented an offer of 60 million. This is what we wanted to, because we could see there was a bit of confusion. Barcelona not being able to agree terms with Leeds, and also the player seeing the situation with Dembele with Barcelona probably got a bit worried. So that's why we moved in, quickly. And kudos to Todd Bowley to be able to do that. Despite the fact that Barca for now has this soccer player blocked precisely because of Deco's Barcelona pass. The verbal agreement was sealed 4 months ago. That's the thing, man. They had verbal agreements set with Barcelona a while back. This is Rishad Rahman, who covers a lot of Barcelona stuff. As you can see, Deco in their office. Deco has just left the office. Within the club, they sense that Dembele's situation will not be able to get resolved even by tomorrow. So watch this space with Dembele. As I said, for me, first choice was always Dembele. But I can't lie, it is a bit annoying when you get this close with Raphinha. I have a news that looks like a bomb, but I need to verify it first. This guy's been causing the damage today. Gerard Romero, 462K followers, so he's huge up there. Romero is insisting on his Bombazo information. The news I have, the news about Neymar still goes on to say a few things. Here we go. Barcelona is trying to hijack Raphinha. Not only Deco, but the players also consider Barcelona a priority. The details we have said make us think a change in situation is very likely. Barcelona is very much alive. So, yeah, I mean, you can see that the Barcelona side of things, they're getting very excited about this situation. I really like this from Simon Phillips. I wanted to share this with you. I don't have a problem with not being a first choice, but when a fee is agreed, terms are offered, and then your agent spends the next day trying to get your preferred club to bid, even though they haven't for months, that is where my annoyance comes in. That's desperation. For me, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's desperation. Yeah, that's what's annoyed, that Barcelona they haven't done anything up until when we've moved in. So, was it a sort of a policy from Deco's side to entice us in, then push Barcelona? But I hate getting used. I really hate getting used. Neymar's departure from PSG this summer is now very likely. A loan option is on the table that would see a club take on all or at least part of his 35 million wages. Thiago Silva is trying to convince him to move to London. There you go. So, as I said, it's a three-way sort of scenario with Raphinha, Dembele, Neymar. If Raphinha makes it to Barcelona, no way Dembele is staying there. Dembele then has to find a football club. He can either come to us or he'll go to PSG. And if he goes to PSG, then Neymar most likely is going to move to us. So watch this space in regards to that. Chelsea are waiting for Raphinha's answer. This is from Fabrizio Romano, the latest. Being told Deco has direct talks with Chelsea scheduled tomorrow. So apparently some final talks tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Talks still on after agreement with Leeds, 60 million. Barcelona and Arsenal will try until the end. Reminder, Barca agreed personal terms with Deco 4 months ago. Look, I can understand why Barca is still in the mix because that's what the player wants. I can understand why there'll be a meeting with us because we've offered the most money. I don't understand what Arsenal's doing in this particular race, if I'm being absolutely honest. Player doesn't want to go to Arsenal, and Arsenal's not wanting to pay Leeds what Leeds desire for this particular player. They're not going to match our fee. So Arsenal is not even a chance in this scenario. Ladies and gentlemen, that is everything that is happening in regards to Raphinha. I know there's quite a lot of news about Romelu Lukaku. His situation is done and dusted, but I've got a video for that tomorrow. I wanted to focus on the Raphinha situation. Do tune in early. I'll drop that early tomorrow, the Lukaku situation. He's been announced by Chelsea Football Club and I think by Inter Milan as well. We all knew that, but I wanted to go through some of the quotes, some really crazy quotes that came out for Lukaku today, which I want to go through from many different publications. So look out for that video tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about this Raphinha thing. I mean, it does annoy me that he so desperately wants Barcelona to happen that if Chelsea were to happen, it'll just be a second thing. And how long can he stay focused until he starts drumming the beats again for Barcelona? That's what bothers me. But the same thing with, I suppose, with Dembele as well. He wants to stay at Barcelona. So, guys, let me know how you feel. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Tomorrow is going to be mad. There's going to be a lot of stuff tomorrow. Until next time. See ya.